Oh no, I shouldn't be on the screen right now. Oh no! Hi, chat. How's it going? We are back with the roguelike game. It's been a little bit, um, mainly because I've been working on other things a lot. And I'm finally ahead on most of those other things, which is great. But we are back. Hello, everyone. I see the light. Should I touch it? I mean, I didn't. Look how I turned out. I'm trapped in the TV for the rest of my... I was gonna say life. I think existence would be the correct term. I don't know if it's life. Eating 12 children in a matter of 0.1 nanoseconds. Who can relate? That's kind of slow, to be honest. You gotta bump those numbers up. You should be at least 15. But, yeah, honestly, I think we're just gonna jump straight into it. I was gonna say more stuff, but let's just jump straight into it. So, one of the big things that I've been working on is the new zone. And if you think the zone is done, you're wrong, because that's what we're working on today. But we can at least get a little bit of a look at the progress so far. It's not a lot, mainly because I've completely changed the entire aesthetic of this area from what it originally was going to be, which is going to be pretty much just Nether Fortress and Nether and like Soul Sand Valley, which was kind of boring, to be honest. So we've gone with something a little different. Let me see if I can find a good room to show this off. This has been shown in the Discord a little bit. We've got kind of a lava and basalt and ash covered catacomb. For those of you who don't know what a catacomb or a mausoleum is, pretty much a place to store dead bodies. Normally you'd have like a whole dead body just like laid out along this shelf as an alternative to like burial, because these are just underground anyway. That's pretty much what this whole thing is. That's why there's skulls up here. So it's pretty much that kind of vibe all the way through. I can show off a couple other special rooms. We've got this one over here. Oh yeah, don't this. I was trying to pick a room without this. I'm gonna be honest. I was gonna wait on that, but that's something for later. I feel like a diet of children doesn't have enough nutrients. I mean, as long as the kids are nourished properly, then you will be, realistically. So I've got some nice rooms with a ball of fire. Don't worry about that. Some lovely lava parkour. Okay, wipe that from your memory. That never happened. That never happened. We've got a lovely little bit of lava parkour right here. That never happened. That never happened. That never happened. Moving on. One of the things that I am very happy with getting worked out for this new zone is rooms like this. Doesn't look like anything special until you step on the pressure plates on the floor and trigger my silly little dispensers, which are silly little gas that shoot fireballs. Silly little gas faces on the wall now. By the way, in adventure mode, you can't interact with item frames. Yep. I don't think there's a single item frame right now. To be honest, I'm not sure where to really use item frames, though. So here's one big thing I've been able to add. Netherite pressure plate. It is just acacia pressure plate, which has had the byproduct of giving me all of these blocks. Oh, no, not that one. Got the netherite fence. We've got all the netherite, of course. So that's a thing now. I don't really know where I'm going to use that, but it's an option. And if you're wondering about these... Oop, I missed one. They are actually pretty much faceplates for the block behind them. They have a hitbox, so I can't directly interact with the dispenser. Like, if I try and open it, I can't. But they have no collision box, which means fireballs can fire straight through them. So I can pretty much just cover up dispensers. They can't take items out of them, but they can still fire through them. And they won't light on fire. Which is lovely. If there's anything else. Oh yeah, the fireball. So there's some new lore for this one. It's really subtle. So I mean, if you can't really pick up on what the thematic element of this room is, then that makes sense. It's really subtle, and I'm really trying to go in a new direction where I keep things very, very toned down and you know, something to really decipher. Guys, it might be water. Yeah, I mean, it might be. It might be. Yeah, it definitely could be a water zone. Yeah, but we also have this fireball block now because I want a cool light. So now in a lot of these rooms, you can just see that there's just fire. It's doing its thing in the air in all directions. So that should be cool. Like a little mini sun in here. Oh, wow, that's some weird coincidental iconography in there. Sure, that's nothing to do with the sun. But yeah, a lot of very fun new rooms. And this is going to be mostly skeletons in here as enemies. A lot of skeletons, a lot of wither skeletons in particular. A lot of normal skeletons, probably normal skeletons with swords. Who knows what else, to be honest. Probably skeletons again. I have been thinking about maybe adding new kinds of skeletons. Is the sun separate from the rest of the stars? So this is a thing with mythology that's always interesting. Because a lot of things do separate the stars and the sun, since at that point the sun seemed very different than the rest. So I often also do that. So technically, yes, for lore with this, separate kind of situation. Now, is that the best thing? I mean, you could debate it. I actually might change some stuff about this. This might change iconography to something else that I've been considering. And this might change as well. Will it? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But it might change to a more, I guess, not blue. I'm trying to think of what the thing I'm thinking of is. But yeah, something a little different in here. Possibly purple? Either kind of like a light blue teal or purple, depending. Because I'm not sure if I like that exactly right now. It could be switched out. So a lot of things are still in development. I mean, we could take a look at a different color. Purple. Yeah, purple would be cool. I mean, we could just like I guess we could always look at what it looks like in purple, see if we like it. But I think I would be leaning towards the blue and like Soul Flame vibe more, to be honest. But yeah, right now I'm gonna keep it with the sun iconography. But it might change in the future to um a more comet kind of vibe or a more nebula type of vibe. We'll see. It won't be anything related to the moon because that has stuff elsewhere. But now we've talked through that, I think it might be fun to get to work on some new rooms because it has been a while. Is it Roguelike stream tonight? Yes, it is. Welcome. Welcome to Roguelike stream. Alright. So, what kind of rooms do we want? I think I could use some combat rooms. Combat, probably. I watched Rhythm Heaven stream and was gonna go watch that, but now I'm conflicted. That's fair. So, actually, do we have more parkour rooms or more combat rooms? Because we're gonna want a little bit of both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, do I have... Oh, it's perfectly split. Okay, well, I was gonna try and figure out which one I had more of. That's, I guess, really easy. Should I abandon you for the sock? I mean, I might be biased, but I'd say you shouldn't. Mainly because, you know, I'm the one in question there. So a little biased on that. Yeah, let's put that in. So I'm thinking combat room. What would make a nice combat room? I'm thinking possibly... I mean, there's a lot I could do. We could just add chain parkour. You know, maybe this entire zone is just missing chain parkour. Maybe I just need more chain parkour. That's what people are always asking for. I look in the comments and it's just add more chain parkour. Is this the mausoleum or the workshop? This is the mausoleum. Got all our new stuff going on here. I tried to keep it a different color palette, but they are both nethery. No, I really don't. Let's see, what was last night? Yeah, I really think this game needs more chain parkour. Okay. Room akin to a crematorium. That actually is part of the inspiration of this whole place, actually. Why do you have another nether stage? Because they're going to be the alternate versions of each other. You're going to go through the portal at the end of Zone 1, whether that be Quarry or Oasis Ruins. I can remember the name of my own zones. And that's going to lead to one of the two Nether zones, which is either Infernal Workshop or Ashen Mausoleum. And then that'll lead to Coral Sanctum or the other unannounced zone, which I have a few alternate versions for. Yeah, I think a big burning room would be cool. It's a good fire pit. So, let's see, what would that require? It's like an actual mausoleum where people put their deceased, or is it just a name? It is an actual mausoleum. It's a mausoleum where you put bodies you don't want to see anymore. Ever again, hopefully. The issue is sometimes they do show back up, and that can be a problem. Why don't we just make this one like a nice 3x3? It's always a lovely shape for a room. And then we can have it set into the floor a bit. Just a good, like, pit for shoveling bones. I think the creators of this place would actually be quite on board with just shoveling bones into a fire. Some people leaving small glass jars at mausoleums possibly as tribute. I don't think many people will be leaving tribute to these dead. Yeah, nice bone pit. When you just really don't want to see bones anymore, you just kind of dump them down here. Just get rid of them. What these bones do before they were bones, for you to say that? Well, to reveal that would be to reveal deeper lore that I have prepared. And trying to finalize all that is probably why this has taken so long, because I wanted to make sure I had my purpose for this region down. Because every other region's had a purpose. Except maybe, honestly, Oasis Ruins had the least purpose, because I didn't really have a bigger plan yet. See, if I know anything about mausoleums, it's that their exteriors always have random walls for no apparent reasons. This actually won't be you'll never see the outside of this place, in theory. Hopefully, unless you glitch out of the map, then you probably will. But this one's gonna hopefully be entirely indoors. See, we need some netherrack in here. Just a nice burning pit. Some bones at the bottom. You know, as you normally would. As a mausoleum, particularly, you don't want to see there'd be like a criminal registry anywhere. Oh no, there's no need. No need for that here. There is one particular thing that's not supposed to leave these grounds. And, you know, the player might get to see it at some point. So hopefully that'll be a fun encounter. I would actually say this is technically a holy site. In canon, it would probably be considered one. So, you know, just like more bones on the fire would probably be good. Toss some in. Will Skeletal Pilfer make a cameo? No, unfortunately. Yeah, I unfortunately can't make it make sense in here. It's very sad. Unfortunately, a lot of skeletons to pilfer will be here. Arisen from their slumber. Alright, let's... I can make those wall a little higher. Why don't we go up to this height? And then I'm thinking we put in some various skeletons in here. Because you never have enough skeletons. You just need more, ideally. I'm thinking it would be nice to have some, like, fully collapsed sections, too. Skeletal Pilfer is too strong to be included in this zone. Yeah, he's just too powerful, unfortunately. Kind of would break the scaling of this zone. Just need all these stairs in here. All these shelves for bones. Hey, how's it going, Moth? Welcome to the stream. Oh, I just realized, the stream actually looks so much better than what I see right now because, oh my gosh, this is hurting my eyes. At least the stream has that, like, brightness thing still on from the quarry. And it's making this look a little less awful with the, like, contrast of the sky and the bricks I'm building with. Honestly, can I? What about, like, sunset? Maybe, like, make it a little darker. That's a little better. Very eye-hurty to look at. Luckily, from in here, you'll only have the dark environment. It won't be like the annoying, like, brightness right next to the darkness that makes it hard to see. Also, trying to see with this light in front of my face is forever a challenge. Probably gonna, like, irreversibly hurt my vision eventually, but you know what? It's fine. We don't worry about that. Don't look directly at it and it'll be fine. Maybe the last stream I'll find myself in for a while. Oh, that's a shame. I think I know why, but... You know, it sounds like you're gonna have some fun, but... You know, it will be a shame. One thing I would like to do this stream, specifically, it would be really cool, would be very cool, I think, read the light problem. What if sunglasses? So the issue is they don't really fit over my existing ones. Is the reason I don't really wear sunglasses. I actually have transition lenses, so when I go outside, they turn from a boy to a girl, which is cool. Okay, sorry. What they actually do is they turn from normal glasses to sunglasses when exposed to UV light, which is super nice. The thing is, that means I pretty much don't have any sunglasses I can wear with these. Like, the only sunglasses I have are the ones I use like once a year when I'm out on like a boat for diving, because I'll be wearing contacts and I need them. Unfortunately, as far as I'm aware, I'm sorry, I just heard the music start up, and I was like, what in the world is that? But yeah, I don't really wear sunglasses very much because I don't need them. I kind of forget they're a thing sometimes. I think this is going to be a zone, though. I'm going to have a lot of need for more room ideas, or it's just going to turn into endless catacombs. Traps are definitely on limits, just like straight up blatant traps. Like, there's some areas, like the workshop, where that's not a blatant trap. That's just like, oh, they've got their like industrial areas and you're just trying to jump through them. In the mines, like, okay, it's just collapsing floors. And up here, it's like, okay, they're actually just straight up our traps here. Don't worry about that. That's actually intentional. And Oasis Ruins, there's just straight up traps. This one we can have strip traps. Why is the mausoleum in the nether? So what's inside doesn't ever get in the overworld, ideally. Preferably, it wouldn't get out. It's better when things stay dead, sometimes. This is a very holy site and unholy site at the same time. Also, why are my clouds turned on? I genuinely turned these off earlier today. These bones explode God or what? They might have tried. I mean, they could have given it a good shot. Where I'm going is like they have temperatures around 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy. Where in the... What? You know what? I was going to complain about the heat where I am. That's even hotter. Holy cow. That's awful. I'm so sorry. There gonna be any pets, or there's like souls coming out. Like where you can get pets to follow you through the dungeon. I have no plan for that right now. Mainly because that is an astonishing amount of work for the cosmetics. I think if it was a more multiplayer game, I'd be more focused on cosmetics. Will the roguelike get any name besides Minecraft roguelike? Yes. Eventually. I just haven't decided on one. And any I decide on will probably be spoilers for what the main bad guy is. Which is probably gonna be revealed next video, I'm thinking. Maybe one after that, we'll see. We will certainly see. I got a nice orb of fire. Need some of these. Just burning these. If I do disintegrate, then I ask the fascinating death is created for my character. Yeah, that would be wonderful for... Yeah, we'll make sure if you do die in real life, we will give your D&D character a good death. I'll personally make sure they die in the game, don't worry. Let's see. Some candles. I always like to focus on the brightest sets of candles first, because those are the ones that are going to draw your eye the most. You kind of want to space them out a bit to kind of give the room a little bit more even lighting. Kind of a dim, even lighting, though. few of these. Don't worry about why I missed so many times with that. So I'll just put a couple over here. Few over here. There we go. Oh, we're missing this column. Kind of want to make it so it feels pretty random where they are. Just assorted around. How climactic will the final boss be? Hopefully very relative to everything else. Hopefully. I'm hoping to have it be multi-phase and pretty big and showy relative to the other ones. Though that'll probably be like a whole video in and of itself just to make one boss fight at that point, because it's crazy. At least I want it to be. We'll hopefully do that. And then the command block, I know exactly what that does. I've actually used that exact thing before. I like how roguelike stream. Well, welcome. Welcome, Quasi. I think we could use a couple candles right here. Uh-oh. And I've done it in a bunch of other areas. I was just gonna go block back it, but we can just grab it. It'll probably faster. Just in case you forget what we keep here. Skeleton. 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 Welcome to the bone zone. This area is going to be just heavily bone themed. Are we absolutely certain it's skeletons, though? I'm pretty sure. Not 100%, but pretty sure. Will you ever polish up some of your rooms with particle effects like the fan rooms with dust effects? No, actually. And there's a reason why. Every time the dungeon's copied, it doesn't fully erase everything and often has to overwrite itself. Since it branches off a lot, eventually there will become rooms that are just not really overwritten for like... I mean, they could be not overwritten for like 50, 100 runs in a row. And the issue with that is if we have a lot of little branches like that with repeating command blocks, 1 repeating command block isn't bad. But 2, 4, 8, 16, like it goes up exponentially, and then it's just running all that in the background that you can't see, and it's really hard to get rid of all of them. So pretty much we just have to avoid using repeating command blocks. Honestly, the fan rooms are a detriment to the overall performance of the game. That is why I have not added more. I don't know exactly how to make them run perfectly smoothly yet. I mean, there's only 2 of them. The reason there's 2 of them is because I'm trying to think of the words. That's just not enough. I mean, you have to play it so long for this to become a problem. It probably won't. I think you'll probably get bored before that's an issue. You just have armor stand in the rooms that you need a particle effect addition, have those repeating command blocks affect those armor stands. Yeah, I guess actually, yeah. Yeah, actually. That's actually completely fair. I don't really have yeah, that would probably work, frankly. Genuinely, that probably would work. Yeah, Apples just said the same thing, yeah. I mean, Let's see. I mean, I'd probably have to make him invisible and like hover in place and invulnerable, which could. I could just make him in the ground though. Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a way to do it. After you exit the rooms, part Arson would be killed. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it just would work, frankly. It would mean all of the armor stands are synced up. But that's not, like, super bad. So, like, if I want dust, it would kind of all be synced up, is the one issue. But, like, that's pretty minor. So maybe I will go back and touch on that in the future. Alright, this will be a nice combat room. We'll put a couple skeleton, like, wither skellies in there. Hmm. So I'm thinking I want a nice, like, enclosed fight area, like a pretty tough, like, close combat kind of situation. Why don't we make... Oh, is it too mean to make a one-block hallway? Is that evil? Is that, like, too evil? Because I'm thinking about it. And we have so many spawn eggs now. Like, genuinely. So many. A lot of them are statue, or, like, things I never use. Also, everyone calls this the pickle grub. I don't know if I ever actually corrected people. This is a cactus. This is a cut feature that was shown in, like, the April Fool's video. It was going to be a summon, and that just didn't work. This is a cactus. See, it's got little prickles, and it's got a little cactus flower. Kyra in that video called it a pickle grub, because V read it wrong. And that's what everyone's referred to it as since. That just reminded me of that. It's never going to be in the game. I have no plans to add that back in, but, you know, it exists. Anything funny? Oh, yeah, I have this. I don't know if we ever looked at that. Is there anything else I have that's, like, cut? Oh, yeah, this guy. This goober. Yeah, this is a model for something else. Like, I made this a long time ago for something else, so I was just gonna reuse it. He was meant to trade with you, like, but his trades are, like, glitched, and I can't figure out why. So I was gonna use that instead of the Wandering Trader, but I kind of like using the original Minecraft Wandering Trader. There's a charm to it. There's also this. Just like a straight up cannon. It's a little, like, misaligned, as you can tell, but this was a thing. This was gonna be in the Infernal Workshop as, like, a sentry turret, essentially. Anyway, enough looking at that. Okay, I gotta get it back today. I wonder if using a night vision potion would help. No, wait, because then I can't see shading. Never mind. I'm trying to think of a nice close combat room. Maybe like a funerary, like or I guess not funerary. A mortuary, I believe would be the correct word, type room. Like body preparation, I guess would be what I'm looking for. So this one would be the style of room where there's pillars instead. Yeah, we'll put like two little spots for bodies. Door will be right here. And they'll kind of be off to the side. I think is the best I can do. Sorry, one of my friends just messaged me. It's just saying, should I get scammed with like a very obvious scam message as a screenshot? Obviously gonna respond yes. Absolutely. See, this is the kind of advice I'll stop my stream to give people. You know, like, we're doing a lot of important things here, and I should really stay focused, but that's pretty important. I gotta remind people to get scammed. Getting scammed is fun. Sounds like saying Frog would ask. It does kind of sound like saying Frog would ask. This was Ender asking me. But that Frog also would ask that. I think I want to also make custom paintings for this area. I'm not gonna do that part on stream because, well, there's one in particular that I want to work on that may be a major character design that I want to get right. And working on stuff off stream, I get a lot more time because I can put like multiple streams worth of time into like iterating on it. As in, like, come back to it later. Usually the stuff I make on stream, it's like, okay, we're doing this today, and then I'm done with it. I'm not going to touch it anymore. So I kind of have to make sure I don't do those longer term things on stream. Let's see. So, we'll go up to here. And then we'll get some little spots for bodies to be laid. You know, we'll use the netherite stairs. I think I should probably do this. Then we'll put some various like tools and stuff over there. So it seems like something that like they're working on. 238, there we go. So while in some rooms I have like those catacomb walls, rooms like this I have been using a slightly different pillar design. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. So we're going to use something similar over here. Basically, just the thinnest point in the middle, and that's it. It's not super flamboyant. It doesn't look like it's like really adding too much shape or anything crazy to the build. But it just adds a little bit of extra support in the wall appearance. And a little bit of extra texture to break it up. It's not much, but it helps. Honestly, that's kind of how a lot of building is, though, to be fair. You just add like a little thing and it just does a little bit, and that's all you really need to do. Yeah, I'll just leave that all. I'm thinking something like this around here. I mean, I have bolts now, apparently. I'm not really sure what other equipment I can even really put here. You really only put, like, chains. Could quickly add some chains as if there's, like, racks for hanging stuff up. There we go. There we go. So there does seem like now there's racks for something to be hung up. We can put some of these on here. Some of these black wax candles. A little bit of fire going. How lovely. I think we're gonna want some up here though. There we are. I think I do want to add an additional creature to this zone, though. I think maybe we do that on stream? Okay, so I was thinking of 2 additional types of skeletons. And I don't think they'd really be that effective. But I think they could be fun just to add as like variety. Something nice to maybe do a little swarming, possibly. Because a lot of these skeletons are not whole anymore. So I think maybe it's only right that we add some incomplete skeletons. Maybe ones without legs dragging themselves around, or just stuff like that might be kind of fun. Or just a head hopping around might also be fun. Just a skull on a mission. So after we get a couple of these rooms done, we could try and figure out some creatures to put in here. Guys, what if we took okay, like you know spiders? Like what if it was like a spider, but like all the bones of a spider? Wouldn't that make a cool Halloween decoration? Has anyone seen those like spiders that they sell that are bones for some reason? Spiders don't have, like, in the rib cage is the abdomen. Like, come on. That's not anything. That's just, like, lies. What? One sec. Spider skeleton. Halloween decoration. These are real. Like, I don't know if this can trigger arachnophobia, but, like, heads up. Where I'm about to pull up dumb Halloween spider skeletons. And like these are just like a thing. I wish this was another bit. I so wish. For anyone who doesn't know, and I'd hope you all know this, spiders don't have bones. And especially, and even if they did, this would not be their rib cage. Why is this a thing? So many people make like why do so many companies make this and so many stores sell this? Who is doing this? It bothers me. It kind of makes me want to put it in the game just because it bothers me. I like this one a little bit better because at least you can make the argument it was assembled from other bones. Skeleton spider, more scary per scary. Exactly. Now, if you think this is bad, behold. And while you're beholding that, we also behold this guy. Cat. Okay, you can go now. No way that exists. I have seen this in a store. Genuinely, I have seen these octopi. I don't know if any of these are the exact one I saw, but like, what in the world has to? Yeah, who thinks octopi have bones? And why is it just spines as the tentacles? That doesn't make any sense. They're invertebrates. They don't have bones. You know what I bet exists as well? Yeah. Sharks are cartilaginous. Technically, they don't have bones. They're still vertebrates, but they're cartilaginous. Oh, I'm still on cast screen? One sec. Shark skeleton. Skeleton with a robot arm. See, that makes more sense than all this. Do you think they have snail skeleton? Do you think they have snail skeleton? Okay, that's at least fair. Yes! This is what I wanted. That's some nonsense right there. How much is that? One sec. How much is this? This is so absurdly dumb. One sec. It's $13. It's tempting. I mean, I could get it. I could get it by next week. It's so profoundly stupid. Oh wait, for some reason the delivery's like crazy. Why in the world is it? Oh, never mind. That's not worth it. What else do they have? What other what's their like thing without bones? Worm skeleton. No, they have worm. Oh, we've got scorpion. We've got scorpion. That doesn't have bones. Oh, oh yeah, sorry. The iconic ones sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. Okay. For those of you who don't know, bats do have bones. But one of the bones on here, actually two of the bones on here, aren't real. The ears. Those are cartilage. That's not bone. This bothers me every year. Halloween is my favorite holiday, and this ruins it. Every time I see one of these, it's over. I'm done. It ruins it instantly the whole year. I mean, just looking at all this has probably ruined like the next like 5 already. I do wonder how many people think octopi have bones. Like there's no way it's like a majority of people. It might be. One sec. There's no way there's stats on this. Okay, there's not. But like there's been some polls on stupid things that have proof that people just don't know anything. So it could be it could be. I really want to add a snail made of bones now. That's so funny. Wait, what's the most boneless creature? Amoeba is what Apple said. I mean that like I feel like isn't as like recognizable shape. I feel like I need to add like something that is like stupidly like should not have bones in this area. That's like a rare creature. Worm? No, I feel like worm. I feel like it's gonna be more recognizable. Snail's really good, to be honest. Like, it's so dumb. Messed up mutated skeleton, like one that would come from Mr. Jack of Forbidden Trades and Spellcheck. I mean, his skeleton would be pretty similar. He just has claws and horns. Could add horns to a skeleton. Snail skeleton would be really funny. Yeah, we could add snail skeleton to this because that's so dumb. The being they trap within here is so evil that he makes bones out of things that just don't even have bones. Should we make that? Should we just like go on a full side quest to make this a Snail secret boss? Yeah, we can make it a secret. I don't know where I'd put it yet, but we could add it. I'm thinking it moves really slow and does like 1 damage. It shows up in like 1 room. Like the kind of thing that like oh, you know, it would be a great spot. Let me see if I can find the room. This room. Like down here. Like one that just lives down in the pit. Or just like something like that. Where like it is just so vile of a creature, they've just banished it into the pit. Maybe we make this room but like bigger. Like longer, and then add it. And now, of course, how would we do that without completely cheating the system? Structure block. Let me just guess. Maybe like 18? 1 too many. 17 by 17. It's probably like 30 tall. But we need to go down by like 15. Nope, too big. Maybe like down by 10. 1 more. Okay, it's a little less tall. We go 25. Nope. 27. I believe that's the whole room. Hit bridge. That's just saved in memory, so we don't have to worry about like filling up files. Have it drop a lore document blueprints for bone creatures. Yeah, I'll add a lore book. There actually is a reason that a bone snail could exist, genuinely. So I could just make it canon. Okay. So we put that right there. So then I need to line up this wall with this wall. So it would go right here, I believe. And then I think that would give us something vaguely cohesive. Yeah. Okay, so we tear down this wall. Skeletsnail real? Yeah, like there genuinely is a reason for a Skeletsnail to exist in this world. Which is so funny, because there's so many ideas that people put forward, and I'm like, oh no, it doesn't fit with the lore. And then we're talking about Skeletsnail, and I'm like, you know, actually that kind of fits with the lore. There's a reason. And it's dumb. But there is actually genuinely like a really valid lore reason for that to exist. Like this isn't even me making a joke. It could absolutely be a thing. Also, is this room too big? This room might be too big. We'll see. Okay, we also got to destroy this column, this wall. This should be pretty easy just to fuse all this together, to be honest. I like how we've already diverted from what we were going to do to let's put a snail skeleton in a pit. I'm going to spend so much time on this model. This is going to be like the finest model I've made for this game. It deserves nothing less, frankly. I might add an achievement that says, kill the skeleton snail when I add achievements. I just think maybe there should be, like, a reward for it. Or maybe it should be something that sounds really hype at first. Oh, no, I misaligned these. Crap. These are misaligned very slightly. Okay, so this... Save this. Move it to here. Change the load. Should be fixed. Is it really a roguelike stream if it doesn't trail off into a side quest? Yeah, that's fair. Doesn't even exist yet, but Skeleton Snail is already my favorite character. That's fair. I mean, I don't know how it could not be your favorite character. Welcome to the Skeleton Snail stream. I'm gonna be honest, I was feeling really tired a second ago, and I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it through stream. And then we started talking about the idea of Skeleton Snail, and I'm like, okay, I'm back. I'm so back. Let's get this done. This has revitalized me. You just need to seal in all this. Yeah, seal in all the goodness. All the juicy skeleton snail. If it's the skeleton snail, it would only have to spawn once per run. I think I'm just gonna have it be only in one room. I think I'm just gonna put it in this pit room. Maybe it was made multiple times. It could have been. Gonna really throw anyone who's trying to actually like, keep track of the lore for a loop right now. Just gonna be like, yeah, skeleton snail. It's the thing. Trust me. It's canon. I love doing that. Like, there's something so funny about, like, if someone's trying to keep track of lore, having something that completely fits with the lore. And then having it be something completely crazy, but it completely fits within it and just kind of pushes the boundaries on it. So fun. Why is netherite called acacia slab? Because I need a netherite pressure plate, and I couldn't make my own pressure plate. So I retextured acacia pressure plate to netherite. The thing is, I had to change acacia planks to netherite, so we have acacia slab, acacia stairs, acacia fence, and acacia fence gate. That's all netherite. As you do. Completely normal. Okay, gotta go along here. I guess looks like the big thing is I need more light over here. I might need night vision. I know you guys don't. You guys can probably see perfectly fine right now. I do. Why can't you make pressure plate? Honestly, I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. There are some things that are just beyond me because I can't find anyone who's done them before to learn from. I have not really... I'm still not experienced enough with Minecraft coding and stuff to invent a new, like, way of doing things. Unfortunately. Everything I do has to be learned from someone else. Sadly relatable, yeah. I wish it wasn't so. Okay. We got a big ol' room now. A massive chamber. Should I leave this as 2? Should I make that 1? I actually kind of like this 2. 2 separate little roof pieces. I'm gonna effect that as clear. This shall be the chamber of the Skelisnail. Deep down here shall be the domain of the Skelisnail. Which also means we need to make the Skelisnail real quick. Okay, what in the world do I make a Skelisnail? Actually, I have a model of a snail. Sick. I didn't think this is where we're going today, but here we are. Skeletal snail moves 0.05 meters per second, but deals 2.1 billion damage per hit. I kind of like the idea that it's kind of useless. Like, it's really weak. Maybe it's just really tanky. Let's see, so we'll call it the skeleton snail. DC. Alright, do I really need anything? I mean, what do I want to sound like? I guess I should make it look like a skeleton. I'm thinking achievement if you find the lore book next to it. It's kind of one thing that would trigger it. Okay, so its behavior is going to be that of, I guess, a zombie, to be honest. I think would be the closest thing. Right? Or Zoglin. Kills everything. That's kind of funnier. It drops no loot. Spawn egg. We'll of course just make it like gray and white. Actually, I'm gonna make this like this color. We're gonna make this more bone colored. I might need those other colors for something else later. That's probably not what the actual texture color is going to be. Oh, we can't see what we're doing? Oh, I forgot I'm on display capture. My bad. Okay. Put this in here. Edit model. So, we are going to go to Open Model. Development Resource Packs. Sea Creatures. Models. Entity. Where is it? Volcano Snail. Behold. A pre-existing snail model I already made. Which for some reason is like broken up into 2 pieces. Okay, I don't even know what that's about. We're just gonna delete everything. Oh, it's already looking good. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, no, those eye stalks are gonna be bones too. Naturally. Is this actually just like about the right size? Because that's really funny. It's a little long. That's okay. Yeah, we can just put a full skull on its back. I'm thinking maybe we remove the jaw. So like see, and then we go like here. Like, does that help? I actually don't think it does. I think it's funnier with the full skull. And then we are gonna want this to just basically. I mean, like, basically this is what we're looking for, but I think we're gonna need a little bit more specifically shaped. So why don't we quickly get the eraser tool and just clear out a spot for this. Okay, so we don't want this anymore. Okay. What does this nail look like? I'm thinking we take a nice spine across the back so we can why don't we put like the lighter parts like around the head? Yeah, the spine's gonna go right up to the head, as any good skeleton nail would. Man, this is gonna make so much sense. It'd be so good. And we have a lot of this color. Until it goes into the dark area, which we can now check where that will be. That'll actually just be like here. So we're gonna want a lot of dark bone. There we go. So, of course, then we want to go around the front to really kind of finish off the spine. And I guess we can use this color for bones. Yeah, I'm just kind of thinking we go like that. Like all the way down. Like the real classic, just like skeletal garbage you'd find at like a Halloween. I mean, how far do we want these in? I'm kind of thinking like that, so it's almost like legs. This is actually nonsense. Oh yeah, and then of course, you know, you get the hole for the eye at the top. Naturally. So yeah, that goes up to that color. We could use some darker colors, I think, on the lower bits. I'm thinking like this kind of coverage. Man, people are going to be sad they missed out today on Skelisnail. The birth of probably the most iconic character. I think the skull's a little big. I could make it smaller. There we go. That could do something. Oh, and then I think I need to have a cutout in the back here for the spine, you know. as any good skull would. There we go. That actually kind of looks right a little bit. Do I give it a face? Like here? Like, what? One sec. Snail skeleton Halloween decoration. What did other people do? Okay, they gave it a smaller skull in the front of the existing snail. And then eye stalks coming out of the sides of the head. For some reason. Yeah, but it also just gave it little, like, mouth parts, so I might just do the little mouth parts. Like that, maybe. I'm thinking maybe I just... Okay, what if I remove this? Because then you can see it inside, and that's kind of fun. Do we like being able to see in it? I could look at taking the jaw off again. Like, and then maybe turning that forward a bit. Does that look better? I mean the bottom needs to be fixed. But maybe if I just like lean it down a little bit more. Or just like bring the whole thing down. I need to rotate it a bit. Maybe it should be bigger. Because then I can bring it up. And then rotate it better. Maybe the snail should just be longer. Maybe that's what's missing. Maybe he just needs more room to breathe. Like that. And then I just like bring the body part back a bit. Yeah, I think I just bring the body back. Yeah, like to there. And then you can just take the copy brush. What's happening here? There we go. So that goes there. What in the world's up with this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little funky with this. We'll see. So remove this for a bit. And then we're going to want to... Actually, we can take that, put that there. Take that, put that there. This here. Because we're just making it two longer. You can literally just take the exact same bone structure and move it back. So this is glitched out. If the skull isn't sitting on the spine, that's bothering me. Maybe it's got other bones in there to hold it up. Okay, it is animated bones, for the record. Like, they're gonna float a little bit. That is kind of how that works. We're gonna change this to perf UV and specifically go down here. There we go. I mean, I could make the snail a little bit bigger. Like, what if I made it fatter? Like 1.3. He's a little chubbier now. Oh, we don't want to inflate that. His face is so funny. Why he look like that? Okay, I think he's done actually. I think that might genuinely be it. Oh wait, no, there's a little bit more. We gotta do the code, which is actually gonna be really easy. All right, guys, are you ready for the long and intensive coding section? That's definitely gonna take forever. Here we go. Okay, so we're gonna remove Zoglin. That's skeleton. We'll remove Zoglin baby. Remove all this. Skeleton. I think this can spawn in a baby form. I think it'll just be smaller though. Its health is going to be 20. Not that strong. 0 knockback resistance. It'll kill anything it sees. Its movement is going to be minuscule. And I think that's it. I think we're done. I think that's all we needed to do. All right. Let's see how this looks in its natural habitat. Its hitbox is way too big, I just realized. Collision box. It's like 0.5. Like it really doesn't need to be big. I mean, is it even really a point? Yeah, I guess it has to be 0.5. Okay. That should be about right. Skeleton snail. It's so slow. Should I give it a walking animation? I feel like I should. Okay, can I make it like get a little silly? Really, I just need this. Group. Animate root 2. We're gonna... Oh wait, crap, he doesn't have any animations? Why? Import animations. Yeah. Attack. Why does he only have attack? Why is that all he has? What? Shouldn't he have more? Animation input. Okay. Never mind, he doesn't have any, and doesn't seem to want any either. Not really sure actually how to make it do additional animations. I could just try and add a walk. There's one called walk. I'll loop it. Yeah, I guess no, we don't want to replace that. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna exist like that. Sure. It's just gonna be the way it is forever. Doesn't want animations, it wants to slide around on the floor. You kill each other? They can free us from this torment. This is the winner! I guess we should add like a little bit of light down here. Okay, you know, we'll actually add it in the form of candles. Fine, we'll add candles in the pit. See, here's the thing, you're probably not gonna get knocked in this pit in normal gameplay, so it'll really just be like exploring that will show this to people. Let's see, is there anywhere I can put this? I think that's a shelf? Yeah. Couple candles just in the ash. Just in case you need to see a skeleton snail down here. Got you covered. He lurks in the depths. A true monster. A being of unbridled rage. At existence itself. Whose eye stalk seems to be painted slightly wrong, and I just noticed. Just gonna move. Okay, this one. South. Goes up. There we go. Perfect. Oh, I did realize he's a little sunk into the ground. We can move him up a bit. There we go. Now his ribs will scrape along the ground properly. Wow. Honestly, his hitbox should be smaller again. We really gotta make sure this guy's right. His collision box needs to be minuscule, frankly. Should not collide. I can just imagine Skeleton trying to eat the other undeads and Skeletons just being like, put it in the hole. Yeah, like, honestly, this is a horrifying fate. Because, like, you can't get out of here, and there's just, like, this guy hanging out down here. He's gonna get you. Eventually. I do have to kill that one. I have to get a new one. They're undead. They can survive. What a powerful creature. You know what could be funny? What if I gave them complete knockback resistance? Like, that would be funny. One. Let's see, give it a small aggro range so people don't think it's aggressive at first. Yeah, but It's funny. It's kind of funny if it just hunts you down the moment you fall in the pit. Is there someone down here? I don't think so. Okay. Wait, crap, I just thought of an even better idea. What if I give it a ton of health? It doesn't do anything, but you can't knock it back. It has a ton of health. It's like the immortal snail now, but only in the one pit. Oh man, it's coming for me. Oh no. Oh no, it's gonna get me. Oh crap. Oh, what do I even do about... Oh. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Whoa. That's not much damage you should do, frankly. Oh, anywhere from 3 to 8. Yeah, we're gonna bring that down to 1. Or I can make it like actually. I think it's funnier if it's like really low amount. Or is it funny if it's a ton? Oh, I did also have a funny idea. Okay, what if I made its health? Okay, I'm gonna make its health more for this. Also, I just realized its collision box was wrong. It was apparently Baby Hoglin I was messing, or Zoglin I was messing with. You can't see this right now, but I have an idea. So we're gonna quickly go grab something from here. I know what I'm looking for. It's somewhere in here. Okay. Alright, another movement basic. HUD range. I'll have to check. So I'm gonna give it a boss bar. Oh, here. But it's only gonna be visible after you fall in the pit. So physically, you have no idea it's down there, but when you fall down, a boss bar appears with question mark, question mark, question mark on it. Hopefully that'll really freak some people out. And I'm thinking like, just giving it like a ton of health. Or maybe just on, honestly, 150 is plenty. I think that's plenty to still hit the same, because that's still a lot. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 block. Okay, no, can't get up there. So 5? It shouldn't be able to get within 5 blocks of the player. I think I was gonna set to 8, but I think it can climb up high enough it would get in range. If I did 8. Because let's see, 8 blocks from here. Actually, if I just teleport myself straight up. 8 blocks. Yeah, so maximum I can do is like 7. At least these are at the edges where people can't stand. But like this is right underneath. I only spawn it when the player falls down. That would just, I'd have to make a different spawning system than my existing one, to be honest. It would just be a pain. So I'll just make the range 7 blocks. So you don't know that there's going to be a boss bar until you fall down here, and then question mark appears. Okay, so now I do have to get rid of this, which is going to be a pain, but because it does have a ton of health now. Where is it? I did something wrong. Okay, I see what I did wrong. Extra comma. The way a track of an enemy dies, I don't know. I mean, it is just problematic to add too many times per run, because it can lag the game. So I can't really afford to put in this room, unfortunately. Oh, there's our boy. He's returned. Okay, hopefully this will make the experience so much better. Okay, so this is down here. Imagine you're fighting people on this bridge, and for some reason you accidentally trip off, and suddenly just question mark boss bar appears as Skelisnail has entered. It's wonderful. Way to trigger intense boss music if you fall in the hole. There might be. There might be. I'd have to have intense boss music, though, is the main issue, because I need to commission more. And the normal music commission's already taking a while. But yeah, we have Skelisnail now. I should just put this on the Discord. Just grab that. Just grab that boss bar from the top of the screen. There we go. Now we just move on. As if nothing happened. Okay, what else do we actually want? Enemy spawning system, just replace a block around the player, right? You can use that as a music trigger. Yeah. The thing is, it does it upwards. So if you fall, it doesn't really trigger it, is the main issue. It would trigger it beforehand. It doesn't really do it down. I have to change it to do it down. But maybe. We could see. Skillish name. And look at him down there. He can stay. He can stay until I clear mobs next. Wow, so okay, we've gotten 1, 2, 3 rooms done today. So far. It's been 2 hours. You just increase the bounding box of the fill command. Yeah. I can. I don't know if I honestly I just don't know how much like extra effort I want to go put into the one little secret. Like this is already probably more than it warrants. But it is funny, so I'll keep it. But I don't know if I'll have much more of that one. Oh crap, we gotta add lore. Do I show it on screen? No. I'll add it later. There's something spoilery in it. I can't show yet. Genuinely, like, major story elements that would be in that. Banana kind of lore drop. What else do we want to add? Definitely like more trap rooms. We need more trap rooms. Okay, can you reasonably avoid stepping on any trap? Okay, if I made a room that was alternating tiles, can I reasonably jump around that without setting it all off? Let's find out. We need to test this. Can you navigate terrain like this? Like without setting it off? Is kind of my question. I'm going to be very quiet so we can hear the click if it happens. That's okay. That's actually hard to like land precision. I so thought I had it. It's okay, it's possible. I could reasonably expect someone to do that and just be mean about it. That's wonderful. So, if I want to be really mean about it, we could get in observers on this. So why don't we be really mean about it? So, here's what we're going to do. Okay, I gotta actually think this through a little bit. So, passage like that. I think it needs to be one longer. Because we'll have a catacomb kind of like shelf thing right here. Those like body shelves on either side. Okay, what are the shelves called? What are the shelves in a mausoleum called? Niches. Okay. So these are niches, apparently. Wait, when someone says fill a niche, they mean just like be a body in a mausoleum. That's really rude. I think we should start reporting people for saying that. Because that's essentially saying go die if they say that you're niche. Just saying. So it's clearly mean. When's the next Wii Sports Resort video? Really soon. Really soon. Like any day now, really. Definitely. Also, hi Disco, how's it going? You were just in time to miss the creature. The horrors. So I'm thinking this will just straight up be a trap hallway. We won't make it too tall. We'll make it maybe like four high shelves or niches, sorry. Now that we know the correct term, I should actually be saying that. Actually is really interesting that's where that comes from. I had no idea. So if I ever say I'm a niche, like I'm a niche YouTuber anymore, I can now say like, oh yeah, I live in a mausoleum. This part is gonna be different. It has to be. We have a little spot right there for our dispensers. Our evil, evil dispensers. Now, do I get really evil and put them on the other side? So you get hit from both directions if you set off? Because I get, like, this could be, like, the meanest trap in the entire area. Because I'm planning on firing that thing twice every time you step on a pressure plate. Which is already kind of brutal. Which could knock, actually, that could knock you into more pressure plate. We'll just fire from one side to be nice. I think there's a limit on the evil. I mean, especially with it, I mean, yeah, it's gonna knock you into a pressure plate, actually. So it's kind of just that, like, you gotta run the moment that gets set off. Which is kind of cool. How many do you think I can realistically expect a person to be able to jump over? I think with practice, I could maybe make it like a 5 situation. So, like, this is the danger floor right here. 75. That's a good point. That's a good point. I could make the whole hallway death. And jump boost potion is about to become so much more valuable. Jump boost potion is gonna be so sought after this. Like, please, just don't make me do the stupid, like, pressure plate jumps anymore. Please, anything else. So all of this will just power the trap. So if you step on a single one of these, stepping on is going to set off and stepping off. So why I have to do that is because now any time any pressure plate is disturbed, it sets it off. This means that I can't disarm it with a bow. Because I can set it off with that. And I actually think I might leave that as a mechanic for some of the other ones. But I don't want all of them to be able to be tripped that easily. You know what actually could be cool? I have a floor that's like guaranteed to set off, like it's like fully covered in pressure plates, so you have to throw an item on one of them to like disarm it to get through. That could actually be kind of cool. Oh, that can also be really good if you don't have that many items. If you're kind of running low on items, it might be bad, though arrows will be fine. It's like Acacia pressure plate, you can set off with arrows, exactly. That's a good thing. I just want this trap in particular to not be able to be set off with arrows. So that's why, so yeah, I guess if you wanted to, you could like do like this kind of thing. Like shoot that back around the corner. Shoot that back. Oh, I missed it, but like you could like try and like hide behind the wall and set them all off, wait for the thing to fire. Which is, you know what? That's a valid strategy. If you want to do that, more power to you. Do it. It's a blackstone floor for this one. I could. Also, I've used netherite everywhere else. I gotta keep it consistent. Consistency is key. This is mean. Can you just like... Oh. I bet you can get really good and like hit that middle one every time. I actually just did it. I bet you could get really good at it. Like, there we go. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that you can get really good at it. That is a good thing. And we'll leave that. So now we can put all these in, all the niches. Go through here. This will be our doorway. To let our wonderful player into the room, which they will be shot 1,000 times with guns. As we do. Now the real question is, do we want to do the ones behind them as well? Make completely impassable without stepping on a pressure plate and just make every single one of them activate kill commands. So you don't even have to be near them. Yeah, I think that would be really good. So you can shoot, even if you disarm it with a bow, it just kills you from across the room. I mean, I don't see any issues with that. Seems good to me. Alright, so... we are going to need to do this to this into a redstone torch. And I need to power these. So... this will pass along the line. Okay, so if I can find something to cover up that spot, we're good. Could I do it easier? Yeah, probably. But, yeah. Let's grab our dispensers. Just type disco by accident. Hi, disco. Our dispenser cover. Fireballs. Or sorry, fire charge. I forget that the actual item's called fire charge because the entity's fireball. This is probably going to be one of the most feared rooms in the game. Mainly because it's going to be very hard to get past with no damage. That's okay, we can have hard rooms. So here's what I'm thinking. Basalt. That right there. Like, look at this. Basalt. Wow. I'm gonna have to ask. I just remembered. I'm gonna have to ask Disco a bunch of questions about something soon. I have a feeling. I recently got a voice acting role in something. Specifically doing like comic dubs. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the lore of one of them, and I think Disco might. I'm just kind of there. Like whenever they send me, I'll just read it. I don't know much. One of them's like Undertale themed. And I'm gonna be honest, I've played Undertale once. And it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about the person that I'm supposed to be voicing, except that they're like, I think Toriel and Asgore's kid. And I think he's a villain, but not a villain? I'm gonna be honest, I don't fully know. Should I have known that? Probably. But I don't know. Togo. No. Yeah, Apple's got it. That's who I'm supposed to be voicing. Gonna be honest, don't know a lot about them. But yeah, that's who I'm supposed to be voicing. So that'll be fun. I know that's public because that was public today on a different channel. May I explain his lore? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this follows the lore that's established, because I know it's a comic dub, but I don't think there's official comics. So it's gotta be like a fan comic, right? I'm gonna be honest, I've applied for a lot of auditions and things, and a lot of the time, they're like the whoever's in charge is saying things, and I don't know what they're talking about. This one's one of the ones I understand more than the others. So if you ever just stumble across a channel on YouTube and I just voicing something, I might not know what it is. I'm just out there doing my best. Let me explain the lore anyway. Feel free, because I don't know. Yeah, if you do want, or if all three of you want to explain any Asriel lore, feel free. I know he's an alternate final boss. I think from the pacifist run, from what I know. I couldn't even tell you how I know that, frankly. Sometimes I just know things, and that might be wrong. He meets, wait, there's like actual like real world years. I know Flowey, because Flowey's the final boss I ended up fighting, which apparently was like the normal evil ending or something, or like neutral evil or something. You guys probably know, or like neutral bad or something. It's like somewhere around that range, I think. Jar gets adopted as a real sibling. Jar hates humans, wants monsters free from the underground, so they come up with a plan. So, are there two protagonists to Undertale? Because I swear I hear two interchangeable names. They basically human soul plus monster soul equals beast X. Technically one. What do you mean technically? The player character is Frisk. Chara is the one name who appears in the intro. Oh, you're not the person in the intro. Okay. They look different but are the same individual. Did they like transition, a name change? Is that what happened? Or are they like are they the same? Is it like alternate person? Like is it like DID kind of thing, or like what are we talking about? Oh, the fireworks have started. I am in America and it's the day after the 4th of July. People are shooting off a lot of fireworks. So you're gonna hear that in the background, unfortunately. There's not much I can do. There's enough, real close. I'm talking about Flowey and Asriel. They're the same people? Also, what in the world is Beast X? Also, Flowey's Asriel? I had no idea. Do I need to know all this for Deltarune? Is this prerequisite? Display Chara's soul becomes linked to Frisk due to their immense determination of reviving Chara from death. Also, I swear I heard someone say Kara once, and everyone else I've ever heard say that name is Chara. It's Chara, right? Not Kara. Okay, if you want to tell me what the pronunciation, CH Chara or K Kara, and I'll just go off that. But I know the actual spelling is CH. I'm pretty sure it's Chara, right? Chara. Okay. I pronounce it Kara, short for character. It's the first 4 letters of character. No, that's the first 5 letters of character. How dare you? Also, does this go off properly? Actually, let me try and not set off. Okay, we can do it. Specimen that I cannot count. We know this. Okay. Trap is looking good. That's an evil contraption right there. Okay, so the monsters need 7 human souls to break the barrier keeping them trapped beneath the mountain. Staying beneath the mountain is bad because population boom. Okay. Makes sense. That checks out. You know what? I'm gonna hide these. I'm gonna let them be in the dark. Let's see. When Azrael died, he died? His ashes were spread across the garden, and later one of the flowers was experimented on. I was injected with determination. Is determination like a thing you can inject in this? I didn't know that either. Which brought Azrael back to life, but being unable to have empathy, hence why the flower is evil. He doesn't have enough determination to reset the timeline over and over. Okay. Chara hates humans, so they come up with a plan to merge with Azrael to become Beast X and genocide a human village for the souls required. Its determination is a physical substance in the universe. Okay. I think we're all really oversimplifying here. I think I need it. Yeah, I mean that'll make sense, I guess. Oh, it really can get in a loop. I like it. I like that it can do that. That's evil. Like it can just keep triggering itself. That's wonderful. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 50. It's fine. Charge develops a poison using bar cups and unalives themselves. Azrael absorbs their soul and goes to the surface. Okay. So does Azrael resurrect from the power of the determination? Azrael as Beast X. How do you find any of this out? Is this in the game? Did I just miss all this? How do you know? Or is this Deltarune stuff? Because I feel like there wasn't as much lore. It's in the game. Did I not absorb anything? Did I genuinely like fumble through that game, not understanding a piece of it? It's like a 10-minute exposition dump near the final boss. Yeah, like I remember most of that, I thought. So it sounds like you only did a neutral route, failed to finish the entire pacifist route. Well, yeah, I never tried to do a pacifist route. I killed everything I saw. I needed more LV and EXP or whatever. You don't understand, I needed it. It was important. Just play the game twice to get the lore. Ah. When he turns home, he dies in the throne room where he disintegrates into dust, scattered into the flowers. Okay, so that's when he dies originally. I thought that was after becoming Flowey. Okay. I feel like I vaguely understand now. Jorah's Way is buried. Never mind, there's more. Sorry for confusing you and shit. The apple's like little. No, it's fine. This is better. This is better to have 3 people simultaneously info dump. And just try to parse all of it. Okay, so then that's where it ties into the flower thing. Okay. That makes sense. So is he good or bad? I think he's bad, right? Because he's flowery. So he's no empathy. Sick. So anyway, Ezreal's death makes Ezreal fury, giving him a reason to kill all the humans who fall down. Okay, that's fair. That was a bad Ezreal, misguided child. That's fair. You know what's really funny? I'm trying to remember what voice I did. I'm pretty sure I remember which. I have all the recordings, so I'll listen back to the exact voice I did to get that role. But we'll see. I'm pretty sure it was a less psychotic version of a voice I was doing for a D&D character that in a campaign Laz is in. I'm pretty sure it was that, but a little higher and less psychotic. Let's see. Sometime later, the real scientist is shared across time and space, making new scientists. That go sexy. First, I'm a little surprised you because it's as really as I don't. What? So, okay. I'm pretty sure this is a alternate universe Asriel, from what I understand. I'm gonna be honest, I wish I could explain, and I don't think I can. I'm just like out here doing stuff. I could try and find the information on this again. I think this is public. I actually, oh no, I found, okay, never mind. Fake comics, right? Yeah, it is that. A college student? I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't look like it. But yeah, I'm very aware of that. I guess I didn't click until it was pointed out. Yeah, that's fair. Sec. I'm pretty I'm pretty sure. One sec. I was one sec. One sec. Let me double check what the information I have. I'm probably just gonna be like frequently just like in things that I don't understand, frankly. So, um, that's just gonna be a thing, I guess. So if you ever just hear me in something, I can't, I might have no idea what I'm doing. I feel like it's almost inevitable that I'm gonna end up in something that I'm gonna regret at some point. But that's fine. Keep pumping out those auditions. So anyways, Dr. Alphys is doing experiments with determination, injects it into a flower, and it reacts to the Azrael's dust, bringing the flower to life. So... Okay. What if they had a lot of determination? If they went and injected every flower in that garden with it, would they have just a ton of unethical flower creatures just running around? Because that's wonderful. Excessive determination gives you the power to rewrite fate, so too much lets you time travel. Whoa. Ezra gets time to write out flowers. Wow. That was not what I was expecting, frankly. That's just like a whole new can of worms. Yeah, I knew the save states were canon from Determination. I didn't know exactly why. The unbreakable human spirit. There's no soul as a flower, so it can't feel emotions or empathy. Okay. I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about. I keep being like, oh, I should say this. Also, I just know one of these days I'm gonna say, hey guys, I'm gonna be voicing this and this. And then someone's gonna say, oh no. And I will have made a terrible mistake. But until then, I'm gonna act like I can do whatever I want. So that'll be great. So Ezreal keeps doing crimes and undoing it with time travel. Why undo a crime then? Just to like vent? Just for fun? I'm like, why would you do that? Oh, Disco just asked if I could link the video over James. I have not voiced this yet. This like just got casted. Like today. Like this morning. Also, there weren't voice lines for every character. So I'm like, oh, what do I say? I need something. So I think if I remember right, on both of, so there were some that had lines. The ones I got, both the auditions ended up being me reading the Fish Wikipedia page. Genuinely, just the Wikipedia page titled Fish. And I got those. Somehow. So, you know, if you ever need a dramatic reading of the Fish Wikipedia page, let me know. I got you covered. Eventually, Ezreal starts to see the world a twisted game in which he's the silent god of the underworld and he takes on the moniker Flowey. As you would if you were a silent god of the underworld. Or underground. I'm learning today. You know what's funny? I actually don't think I don't know why I say I don't think I have. I haven't read any of the things from voicing it. I haven't read the original source material, so we'll see. See how that goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. To be fair, I actually think it's gonna be pretty fine. I'm not actually worried about being like something horrible. I'm pretty confident on that front. What am I even making? I don't even know what room this is. I'm just kind of making a room. In his own words, he's seen every line of dialogue, he has read every book, he has burned every book. He's befriended everyone, and he's killed everyone. Oh my gosh, it's like the player playing the game. I'm thinking I want a really tight and closed hallway. Like, really tight and enclosed. Let me go make that next. We can come back to this room. Ezreal inherited his dad's inability to name things. Wonderful. That's what we love. Eventually gets bored and decides to see what happens next, and then Frisk falls into the underground. I see. And then he gives you the healing pellets, or whatever they are. I still know, there's like a weird glitch in Undertale when I played it, at least. That when he like hit me with the healing things or whatever, it like did damage. I'm not sure why still, but I might just have like a glitch copy. No, that's intentional? What? Why? He said they were healing. It's weird. Well, it tries to kill you in that scene? What do you... No, because he said that's the tutorial. If you dodge the friendliness bonus, repeatedly calls you brain dead? Yeah. Because they're friendliness or whatever. I'm feeling really betrayed right now by this information. I thought he was chill. You know? Noticing that time is resetting the value, this is first because the threat was got it. That guy, you know, that makes sense. I remember when he showed up at the end of the game, I'm like, oh, he's here. Cool. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really think, I'm like, okay, he's just, you know, taking this opportunity, fair enough. Didn't really think there was much more behind it. Hey, how's it going, lizard? Or sorry, lizard. Today we're learning about Undertale. Because I don't understand, apparently. Okay, is Undertale not about... Never mind. That was a dumb question. That's the Undertale neutral route, blah blah. Maybe he hires Muffet to assassinate you. Oh, interesting. She seemed chill. Okay, yeah, then we'll just put a monster in there. You know, it's simple enough. Sometimes a hallway can just be like a connecting hallway that we put a monster in. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave it dark too. Like that's it. Like that's the whole room. Is that lazy? A little bit. But here's the thing, I think it's nice to have a little bit like connecting spaces and like catacomb hallways. I think it helps build out the whole like vibe of the place even more if there's areas like that. I run around randomly and almost just walked onto that trap again. And how are we looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We are almost at... I mean, we're over halfway. Skip the end. Frisk fights Asgore. Flowey steals Frisk's kill, and then takes the opportunity to steal the 6 previous human souls, becoming Omega Flowey. Flowey loses. Okay, that's what happened in that run as well. That I know. So... what should I make this room? Yeah, like a nice little altar to put bones on. Lizard noises. You could eat the bones. We got bones. Numerous bones today. Here's a few. I have these. Hope that was enough. Let's see. So he doesn't kill Asgore and Pacifist, but he tries to kill you instead. And then you should be nice to him, and then he goes away, I assume. Right? I mean, completely. Unless you Spirit come save you, which is like half the underground. How sick. That's wholesome. Would it be weird if I marked the stream Undertale spoilers? You know what? Undertale's been out for like what, 40 years? Like, yeah, people can know. 50, 60 years at this point. More, give or take a few. Even if I tried to eat bones, I would choke on them. Well, you gotta chew them first. Don't be crazy. Just try and eat a whole skull in one bite. Okay. So... gonna do this. Yeah, nice, like, spot for a body. How long will I even need to chew? I don't know. I haven't eaten bones before, but a while. Like, you know, you gotta get a good gnaw going. Like, you know, start doing something else and then just kind of gotta, like, get the bone in there and just kind of grind on it a little bit. Slowly break it down like a rat. I think that's the optimal way to devour a bone. Honestly, I should go through all the streams of, like, that I've given psychotic advice about something or answered, like, a question with a course, like, giving a course of action. And then we put it into a program like a Magic 8 Ball. And it doesn't... there would be no AI. It wouldn't think. It would just be completely random. So you'd be like, okay, how do I tie my shoe? And it would give you, like, you gotta eat 12 children. It's the only way. You gotta do it. It's like, what the... Like, just get, like, just horrible advice, I think would be really good. Camel dehumping. Like, yeah. Like, it would just be like, oh, do you know the answer to this math problem? It's like, step 1, trap the camel. Step 2, de-hump the camel. I gotta find that clip again, actually. That'd make a good YouTube short. Oh yeah, one thing that's been super fun recently is, I think I actually said this because it happened on stream recently. 800 subscribers. We're here. We're at 800, which is crazy. And also, like, within the same general time period, Spellcheck's up to 70. Which is also pretty big, to be honest. I mean, a D&D actual play podcast in 2026, getting 70 that fast, without having any big names attached to it? Honestly shocking, frankly. It's definitely not the best time for it that's ever been. So kind of big numbers on both channels recently. Do you have any food that isn't bone? We have ash. Do you like ash? Do you like eating ash? Who here likes eating ash? Any takers? I'm gonna take that as a no. No, I don't think there's any takers. Ashen Monolith sounds like a Rain World region. It kinda does. That's why we're in the Ashen Mausoleum, which totally doesn't sound like a Rain World region. At all. Definitely not. Do I really want to make this room bigger with these? Yeah, whatever. Okay, the souls within Ezreal give him the ability to feel emotions again. He feels bad and breaks the barrier, then returns the souls. Okay. Ezreal goes back to the water, or goes back to water the flowers on Char's grave, and then that's the end of Ezreal's story in Undertale. He decides he doesn't deserve to see the surface. Oh. Wait, is Ashen Monolith an actual place in St. Game City? That's funny. Yeah, this one's Ashen Mausoleum, though, so completely different. Completely different. Whatever, we'll make this bigger. We'll do what we have to do. Let's see, random question for Twitch chat. Do you have any cheese? They might over there. I see them with their snacks over there. They think they're getting away with it. They probably do. I'd run their pocket and see why. It's a modded region, that's why. Ah, I see. Twitch chat has snacks? I think they do over there. And by they, I mean mostly Nightbot and apples. Twitch chat doesn't really do much, usually. It's just an alternative. To be honest, if I stopped streaming on Twitch, it wouldn't make that big of a difference, except for some people's convenience. Because no one finds mid-sized channels on Twitch. No one does that. That's not a thing. On YouTube, you have a chance. On Twitch, you are either the biggest streamer on there, or you cultivate an audience through YouTube. There's not really other options. Which is a real shame, to be honest. It would be really nice if you could actually be discovered. Because, like, people either sort by most views, or, like, most live viewers, which is, like, the default. Or you can flip it around if you want to get real spicy, and search by least viewers. Now, the thing is, I am now at a size where I will never have the least viewers, yet I am nowhere near having the most. Which means, unless the category is extremely small, I'm going to get no viewers on Twitch. Unless I send them over from YouTube. Which is honestly, I think, Twitch's biggest issue, because once they start losing big streamers, I mean, which they will, I mean, they'll retire eventually. They're gonna kind of not have a lot of good staying power. They kind of need turnover, and they don't have that right now. At least enough. It's not a very viable platform at the moment. Honestly, if there was an alternative to YouTube and Twitch, I'd probably stream to it as well. I'm not doing Kick, though, before anyone says Kick is an option. But, like, there's really just, like, not that many alternatives right now. If anyone knows one, like, let me know. It might be fun. Try it out. See how that goes. Ezreal and Deltarune is at college. She has zero plot relevance. Oh, I didn't even know Deltarune was set anywhere close in the timeline to Undertale. I kind of figured it was just same world, like very disconnected. The only plot relevance as Ariel has in Deltarune is being a plot device for you to learn more about redacted character name. Is it Gaster? 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 Not Gaster, okay. I know about him, and I know he talks in wingdings, apparently. I know so little. No Deltarune spoilers? What were there Deltarune spoilers? Wait, is the Wingdings thing Deltarune spoilers? I thought that was Undertale. I'm sorry. I don't even know if it was me who said spoilers. I'm assuming not, but just in case, I'm sorry. Just in case anyone says anything. Okay. Anyone here have cheese? Yeah, one sec, actually. We got some. What kind you want? Normal or blue? We got some right here. I got you. These things are happening over here. Might recognize this world if you've seen the most recent video. Normal? Okay. Here you go. I'll just like leave this right here. You can come get it when you get a sec. That'll be right there. There you go. I won't get to how Gaster is relevant to Deltarune, but what has been said isn't spoilers for. Alright, that's good. Typing in VR is really. Are you in VR right now? Incredible. That's wonderful if you are. But never mind. I'm not gonna ask why. Just hanging out in VR. Fair enough. I should probably. I am realizing maybe I should. Is your voice bit crushed? Funny enough, no. That's actually just what I sound like. Also, welcome to the stream, Mr. Ping Pong. Also, I'm not offended at all. That's a fair question. So I think I should make a shoot MS Fate Lord Dog with all the Undertale stuff he needs to know before Deltarune. That's assuming I'd understand it, which is a bold assumption. A very bold assumption. It is gonna be really funny if I accidentally get spoiled for Deltarune based off that thing I'm voicing. Hopefully it doesn't happen. It might. I might need to scooch up the timeline a little bit. There we go. They're yeeps? Oh! Mods flay that man. He doesn't know about yeeps from Brain World. That's a VR game? Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was the little bouncy things in Rain World. You know, the ones... No, those are yeeks. Never mind, mods hold, don't play that, man. I was wrong. I think about yeeks, yeah. Oops. I'm glad I realized that now before the playing, but yeah. That would have been real awkward tomorrow to realize. To wake up in the morning and be like, oh, oops. You like Pong Ping? Like, is it different than ping pong? Because I'm really bad at ping pong, to be completely honest. But I guess if I'm bad at ping pong, I'd be good at pong ping, right? Right? I mean that just makes sense. Because if it's inverted ping pong, then if I'm bad at ping pong, I'd be good at pong ping. What's the character from My Sea Monsters? I dabbled in that game a long time ago. I saw someone playing it recently, and I'm like, I'm so clueless. But I was there back in the day. I was there when there was, I think, 4 islands when I played. It was like, was it? No, it was 5 because there was Earth, water, air. Was it just 3? Wait, what was the other one? Earth, water, air. Is there one like ice? So there's like Ice Island. That was 20. That's crazy. It's been so long. I feel old. I think it'd be fun to do some VR stuff eventually. How much? I don't know how much VR equipment is, to be honest. Maybe I'll do like a sponsorship at some point. Yeah, we got any sponsorship? One sec. If I have sponsorships, I'll let you guys decide. Guys, I might be cooked. I meant to go look up like the place I get sponsorship. What did I do? This is not what I meant to do. Screen. I might be a little tired. A little. Just a tiny bit. Do we have any? Let's see. Oh wait, that's YouTube account. Let's look. No. Oh wait, no. Maybe I should switch to the YouTube one. Maybe I'd do better on that. Let's see if that's better. How do you type stream instead of sponsor? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. Okay, no, I don't have any new offers. I don't know why. I think Stream Elements just stopped giving good like sponsorships. They used to like offer a ton. And now I have higher viewership than ever, and I don't get them anymore. So I think genuinely they just might be dying out. I might have to go find a new way to get those. Man, I remember that Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. Great. Genuinely, I see why so many people do it. I should have just done it again when I got offered it again. Carnival Carnival from MSM is so peak. I don't think I know what that is. It's been so long. I'm an ancient being now. It's been so long. It's been 1,000 years since I last played that game. I feel like it'd be a similar thing. Oh, I didn't talk about this on stream yet. Holy, I gotta talk about. Okay, so some of you, I don't even know who. Actually, there's probably mostly just people in the Discord who would remember this. Probably no one here even. Maybe Disco. Back in the day, I used to play a game called Deep.io with 4 E's. Just a lot. Like, I just said, one stream on that. Try it out. It'll be fun. Because I've been playing it offline a little bit. Or, like, off stream. So I'll just do a stream for fun. Best viewership I got for a while. So I started just doing that for a while. If you actually scroll back in my YouTube videos for a bit, I just started, like, doing what the other, like, people doing that game were doing. And it was really it was really weird because everyone in that community only wanted that game. Like, you could not switch. I eventually actually jumped ship when the game started dying. I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I jumped ship, viewership dropped a ton, and genuinely my YouTube recommendations didn't recover for like 2 years. It was like that bad of a look because like I lost all viewership pretty much. I mean, you can still see like those old videos have a ton of views. DPO, possessive boyfriend. Yeah, essentially. Because I began like 20 live viewers at once, which is really good for a channel of my size. And that was when I was at like 100 like followers. Like, that's hard to turn down. Like that's tough to say no to. What was your saving grace? It might have been, to be honest. I mean, that's definitely when it started ticking up again, like heavily. I like fought tooth and nail for those like 150 after I stopped doing deep dive, because I stopped doing deep dive around 100 subs, and I started doing Rain World around 250. And there was like 3 years in that gap, or like 2 or 3 years. I was really just like, I was fighting for my life out there. Nowadays, it's like, okay, I know I can take my time. I can work on something that I care about. It should get like okay viewership, but like, oof. Honestly, I should have just started a new channel at that point. Let's see, 20 viewers compared to the very 80 real viewers on that. Was it 80? Was it 80 bots that I got up to that one time? I thought I only ever got up to like 60. That was so weird. I don't even know why. Like, what are they doing? Like, I feel like we just get hit by a herd of migrating bots. It sounds right, but 80 is funnier. Yeah, like, I don't even know why they were there. They just kind of showed up and, like, hung out for a bit, like, chilled, and then left. It was so weird. And I mean, we could tell they were bots, because, like, there weren't that many people typing in chat. And like, I remember we talked about, like, okay, any lurker in chat, please reveal yourself when this timer hits this or whatever. And we got like a bunch of people who I didn't even know were there to like come out and reveal themselves. But like, those weren't like, they're not enough to be that many people. So I don't know where, like, cause like you have to pay to view bot. So why'd they just show up? Did they just get sent to the wrong place? Are they like, let's see, how do I screenshot myself watching stream without seeing the grid patterns on Steam? Or on stream? Does that help? I don't see any grid patterns. Behold. Actually, you're a grid pattern? What's that? Crap, wrong one. uh, we're gone. I feel like there's no way that grid pattern thing's real, right? Like, I'm not gonna go and test it, but I have a hard time believing it's real, because I've seen so many of, like, the joke ones of those go viral. Like, general. That's so weird. Like, what? I guess, like, if you're... Yeah, I mean, like... I guess fair enough. It's a vibe. Is this Minecraft? Yeah. We're making a roguelike game. These are just the rooms that we'll be able to randomly generate. Illusurface research, and it seems like it might be. Unclear. I'm not about to risk it personally. I could get an alt account. Remember that one time when Discord like essentially broke YouTube by playing one video like embedded in their software over and over? That was beautiful. That was a great day to just watch that tick up and be like, oh, how high is it gonna get before it gets cut off? That was a fun one. I think the worry is since the AI is detecting something so severe, it might actually ban your entire device. Oh, that's scary. What Monopoly property do you think is best? Boardwalk. Specific. I know that's a boring answer. I like the dark blue, mainly for the color, and because it has won me so many games. But also, kind of a fan of the light blue. The light blues are pretty good. And the what are they called? The browns are pretty good because they're cheap, and you know they make their money back usually. They're good. They're good ones just to like get a little extra stuff going. Best Monopoly property is the Warworks thing. I mean that's a fair one. Oh yeah, the last 3 times I played Monopoly, it lasted for the most recent time 2 hours. Time before that 4 hours. Time before that 4 hours. And all of them ended in a draw. All 3. Now that sounds like a joke. I promise you it's not. That is completely true what I just said. No one wants to play Monopoly with me. To be fair, I don't really I'm fine with that. Yeah. It never ends. My brother told me he beat Monopoly 2 months ago. He just got every property. Bro 100%ed Monopoly. Of St. James because that's cheap. Okay. I'm gonna try and guess what color that is from my memory. Okay. I don't think that's the yellows. It's definitely not the browns. It's definitely not the dark blues. That's a light blue, right? I have no idea if that's true. I'm just gonna go for it. I feel like that's a light blue. It has a light blue energy, if nothing else. Incorrect? No. Okay, ending stream. It's over. We just not fine. I'll stay fine. If I have to. St. James is such a red name, though. Is it? Opinions on free parking. It's not good enough. I think it should be paid parking. Paid parking, $1,000. I want to be able to buy free parking and then make it not free anymore because it's on my property. Capitalism. I always get St. James and St. Charles confused. James is a very red-coded name to me. See, I can't taste colors or however the associating with colors is. Or so I don't know. If you were gonna eat a color, what color would it be? For me, blue. Like a nice, like, bright blue. Like unnatural in nature kind of bright blue. Give me that blue, like icy or slurpy or squishy or whatever. Can't taste the rainbow? No, unfortunately. Beige. Cool. Bro is fiending for some beige right now. Yeah, that's at least nice apples for free parking, because then it does something. I feel allergic to red and blue, so there are two of my options. Like, the colors are the things that are normally in red and blue. Because that's an important distinction. Also, no, I can't taste the rainbow, sadly. I have not unlocked that power via Skittles yet. Let's go here. Oh, put that there. No, actually, that's too close to the ground. I'm thinking this is going to be a parkour room. Just out of nowhere. Just kind of feeling it. That's interesting. I didn't even know that they could do that. Did not know artificial red and blue dye could even soft text. I'm trying so hard to say I just use bugs, like not say I just use bug spray. Just it's like it's such an obvious joke to make whenever someone brings up ticks, but it's so rude. It's so disrespectful, and I always have to fight that because it's kind of funny. And also, I did just realize in saying what I was resisting saying, I did just kind of say it anyway. Huh. Thinking. I love thinking. You play Demonology on Roblox. I have not touched Roblox in many years. Though I do plan to go and at least, like, try doors because people keep telling me to. Doors has been recommended to me so many times, I think I just need to. See, have you seen the guy drinking 10 gallons of Red 40 with only a fork? Yes, in like an aquarium tank. Oh yeah, I've seen those videos when people do stuff like that. I'm assuming they don't actually do. I mean, there's a lot of ways to get around it, but it's still a funny meme anyway. These horror games are generally good. I don't think they'd be for me. Because to be honest, horror games aren't for me. I know I've talked about this a few times, but I either figure out how the creature works and then I'm not scared anymore, or like, I guess there's three options. Then there's jump scares, which like, okay, they might get me, but I just don't really think jump scares are a great thing, to be honest. I think they're kind of, yeah. I think my opinion on jump scares is just that they're lazy. And then category 3, it's something actually very scary to me. And then I'm just not having fun anymore. So I don't often play horror games, unless I'm just gonna do it on stream and like make jokes about it the whole time. Which I'll probably do more. I think that'll be fun. Do you like Phasmophobia? Yes, actually. I do actually play a lot of that. That definitely falls in the category of I know how the ghost works. Not psychological horror instead. I mean, depends on it. If you just don't like being stressed out of your mind while playing games. I mean, I think there are times, like, I think I do like stressful games sometimes. But, you know, this can be an easy parkour. We've done some, like, mean ones. We'll just have this one be, like, a pretty simple jump across kind of room. I'm gonna be nice for once to these people. These poor people will be testing this game. And suffering through all of this. Let's see, Roblox, or Doors isn't technically a horror game in the normal sense. Yeah, I actually didn't think it was. Please play a rhythm having game. It doesn't have to be on stream. If I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be on stream because it's gonna be really bad. Maybe I'll do a rhythm game on stream. I just want you to know, if I do a rhythm game on stream, I need a bunch of viewers to dedicate themselves to sitting down and sticking with it. The people who want me to play a rhythm game. Because you will have asked for this. And if I'm streaming that, then they gotta suffer through it. I need like a pact. I'm really good at Friday Night Funkin'. Funny enough, I'm voicing characters in a mod for that as well. That's a different thing I'm doing. I can't talk about that one like at all, I don't think. But that's also something I'm doing. Yeah, for real. I'm doing things all over right now. I've got a few. I've got a few things I'm working on. I haven't received lines yet. I have no idea when I will. I understand that one of the things I need to do is I need to like make all the little sounds. Tell me what mod when you're allowed to, I will. I'll also tell you what the comic dub thing is for Undertale stuff. Is when I can. At some point, maybe I'll just put a channel in my Discord server that's just latest voice acting appearances. No, some of them I wouldn't put in there. There are some that are technically auditions that are out right now that I don't think I would promote in that server. And you might realize what that means. We'll see on those. We'll see. Do you consider Phasmophobia hard? Not. I'd say pretty neutral, unless you put on like Nightmare or like. I'd say Nightmare is when I'm at least like warmed up and I've been playing it for a couple days again. Then I'll have it on that, and that's like normal mode to me. On Insane, I think it's extremely hard because it's like it's really hard to discern. But yeah. Also, I will admit, with the voice acting thing for the Undertale comic thing, I don't know enough about Undertale lore, frankly. I've never touched Friday Night Funkin'. I've never played it. I'm just here to do voice acting. Let's see. If you make a mod that gets the D's, that makes you a terrible person. I'm not making a mod, I'm just voicing for someone else. I believe I need to do some voice acting for cutscene and then make all the little sounds that they're gonna use to pitch. Which they'll give me more instructions on when it's time. So that'll happen at some point. Yep, those little sounds. Silly sounds. Hopefully there'll be in more things soon. I feel like I'm about to say something horrible. You know, I'm just gonna go for it. Do you like Zerkiti or Bazinga more? Just like off of, I have genuinely no idea what you're possibly could be talking about. Out of vibes alone, I'm gonna say the first one, Zerkiti. I just think that one sounds like a demon. I don't know anything about what those could possibly mean, but I like the first one. The second one seems a little too Big Bang Theory to me. Which word is more appealing? Occuboinkle or Scrumtush? Scrumtush. Occuboinkle. Absolutely. Occuboinkle is actually like an awesome word. That one's fun to say. Occuboinkle. Occuboinkle. That one's fun. Okay. Okay, chat. Say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Occuboinkle. It just feels good. That one just feels good. Oh, Zerkatree. Because I like it more than the other one. Ocuboinkle. I like that word. It's a good one. uh Also, I just saw Disco message me. Yeah, that is what I was talking about. Stuff I probably wouldn't promote in the main Discord server. We'll see if that's a thing. The thing is that pays really good. I'm not in it for the money yet, but you know, if I'm gonna be going out to get some voice acting practice, which is mainly what I've been doing, if I can find some money in it, that would be great because then I can justify putting more time to it. Honestly, that's kind of how I see like making money on YouTube and Twitch as well. It's like I'm gonna do it no matter what. If it happens, like if I can make money doing it, then I can reasonably spend more time doing it. You see my DM? Yes. And yeah, I probably will be doing that at some point. I think maybe already I'm cast as something that I can't talk about. I don't know how much of that is going to entail. And frankly, I'll do it nonetheless. Unless it's like absolutely psychotic. But I think there's a limit. There's definitely a limit. But I'll probably find out where that is at some point. Do you know who Zerkatry is? I think it's a Mycene monster by context clues. But I will admit I don't, other than that. Purely context clues. Yeah, you know what? This can just be an easy parkour room. That's okay. So, you know what? Since we're talking about voice acting stuff, I have like I make a list for myself of like what I want to apply for. Right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to do tomorrow. So that's gonna be a lot. I think one of those, the deadline is mid D&D session, so I'm gonna have to do it early in the morning. The rest of them have longer deadlines. 2 of them are interesting. We'll say that. There's a lot of actually no, there's a couple interesting ones. Yeah, there's definitely some that I think you guys would find fun if I ended up doing this. We'll see though. But over the next year, there's probably just gonna be like occasional posts. I'll be like, oh yeah, guess what I'm in? Are you voice acting for a dating sim? I would love to. That would be so fun. No, I wish these were that official. That would be sick. I will say, looking at opportunities to do stuff like that, like voice acting stuff, I am realizing I am definitely a person who, if anyone ever comes to me with like, hey, can you help me with this? Or can you do this for me? I almost always say yes. So looking at websites that are genuinely just like, hey, can someone voice this? It's like hard for me not to just try at all of them. Because I want to. I want to do all of them. I know I can't. And my voice has genuinely been dying today, so it's gonna suck doing a bunch tomorrow. But yeah, what in the world was I saying? I fully lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, I like don't say no when people are like, hey, can you help me with the project? So I can always make more time. I can always get up at 5 a.m. to get things done. Drink lots of water. Oh yeah, I actually went on like an hour and 20-minute walk last night, like I think it was like 4 miles or something. Shouldn't have done that on the 4th of July in America, where that is one of the worst air quality days in the entire day. I was feeling horrible this morning, frankly. So that sucked. I'm still feeling the effects of that. I actually had to do like my daily walk indoors today. It's so bad. The air quality is horrible. Maybe make bone broth. I've never had bones, like bone marrow. I feel like I'd like chicken out practically, to be honest. What's your favorite Titan race? The board game. I was like, well, I look this up, and then I'll pick one based on the vibes. Uh, um, um, okay. What are there? Okay, so we've got a variety of options here. Interesting. Hmm. Oh, the one-eyed one with a bunch of little stabby arms is a vibe. Final choice, that one. I don't know what it's called, but that one. Let's see. Archie, do you know about the hidden casino in Papyrus's basement in Undertale? It has trans cyborg hat girls and balls. Somehow I believe that, but I'm assuming not in the I didn't know about that, to be fair. That's news to me. Of the Cthulhu guy. That's fair. I love a good eldritch horror. I should have a treadmill because I want to walk more. The summer heat has been killing me. Yeah, same here. Every time I go out for my daily walk during the summer, I have to like bring a whole thing of water, and I'm constantly like just like pouring it on my neck and stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, good place to cool yourself down. Put ice or water on the back of your neck. A lot of nerve endings there can help you cool down. At least feel cooler. Let's see, they had to raise the age rating with it. There's no way. One sec. Where's Casino Undertale? I'm googling this. What in the world is this? Okay, this doesn't come up at all. Is this real? There's no way, right? Central Papyrus's sink. Dog room. Okay, dog room. Undertale. Wait, crap, is this real? Wait, Temmie's under there. Wait, what? Dog Shrine. Only in console versions. What in the world? So it's Dog Shrine, Abandoned Shrine, or Dog Casino. Where, just for like research purposes, where are the cat girls? Because I'm just like send me a picture. Like, I just want to see like proof that that's like if someone could just like verify that and like message that to me. Um, I just want to like make sure that this is real. Um, Yeah, like just like as evidence would be good. Yeah, moving on. So, oh crap, we've been going for like over 3 hours. I could look through everything we've done real quick, and then we might need to wrap up. Orb of fire. I think we talked about Undertale more than Minecraft today, and we are playing Minecraft, which is fine. I mean, no real issue with that. We can talk about whatever we want. It's our stream. No one can stop us. It is kind of crazy how many rooms we really have. I mean, we have all of that for the ocean zone, Coral Sanctum. We've got our mines, our crystal quarry. We've got our infernal workshop. We've got our oasis ruins. So much. It's wizard time! Fireball! I'm gonna get a noise complaint. Uh, but yeah, I think we will wrap it up there for now. But thank you everyone for watching. And I will see you guys in a future stream or video whenever this gets done. Probably stream first, to be honest. But yeah, thank you guys. Yeah, actually, we actually make pretty good progress. I will admit, the amount of time it took me to make all those other rooms, we actually were making pretty good time with these ones. Funny shape room. I was actually expecting someone to make a joke about that, and no one ever did, so I had to. But yeah, I think we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pretty good. 24-hour stream. I actually might eventually, maybe for like 1,000 subs, we could do a 24-hour stream. It wouldn't even be one where I like go to sleep and come back. Like it would be like genuinely like for real. Like I would be there the whole time. It would be rough though. But I might do it eventually for like a sub goal. I have thought about it and started trying to figure out what in the world I'd even do. Maybe someday. Oh yeah, also thank you for the evidence, apples. That's really interesting. Well, yeah, that's actually really is. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of thought that was a joke. This is real. Well, but yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in a future stream. Make sure to like and sub or follow. You know the you know the drill. Bye everyone.